Great Scott! What's happening?
It's Freddy Cat here with more Goofs and bloopers from the Super Friends Season 3. The season that featured 16 episodes with the Legion of Doom on the Challenge of the Super Friends and 16 more regular episodes with the Wonder Twins. Now let's see how many Goofs we can find from the Super Friends way back in 1978.
That's going to be harder than you think.
On the episode Wanted the Super Friends. In this episode, Lex Luthor creates a dream machine that causes the Super Friends to steal the world's treasures overnight. Feeling guilty, of course, the Super Friends turn themselves in to the authorities, who turn out to be Cheetah and Bizarro. The cell actually seems larger on the inside than the out. From the outside, it looks like they're all standing right up next to each other.
It's some sort of mind control.
And when it takes off into space and Super Friends are paralyzed, how did all of them survive space? The Green Lantern use his ring just to keep them alive with air?
If this cell wasn't yellow, I could use my lantern ring.
You know, I hope they weren't expecting anyone to go to the restroom in there. Also, Luthor turns everyone around the world into Bizarros and Cheetahs, but for some reason, only the Cheetahs got costumes. Except for a second when it did appear one Bizarro clone gained a Bizarro costume out of thin air. Or Superman just caught himself.
That should hold you for a while.
In the episode Invasion of the Fearians, the Legion of Doom tricks the Super Friends into making the Earth habitable for the Fearians, a race of intelligent three-headed creatures from Venus.
It's Earth, actually.
You know what I said? I said Earth.
It's not the way you say your words, it's how you live them out, old chum.
Isn't that what you're saying? I'm saying Earth. What? In the beginning of the episode, the villains are playing musical chairs. Captain Cold is sitting next to Toyman, then he's next to Cheetah, and where the heck did Scarecrow come from all of a sudden?
Listen carefully.
Actually, I think I got it backwards. I think it was the other way around, but it was something like that. Wrong sound effect for underwater action. First, Hawkman's missing his wings, then they've shrunk. What is he, the Tooth Fairy?
Just as I suspected.
Hawkman flies in without his pants on. Then Hawkman is missing part of his leg.
Great Scott!
The Flash gains a new ability to make weeds disappear simply by running past them. Perhaps the Flash should consider working in lawn care.
Only got seconds to stop those comets before they smash into the Earth. I'll have to move the Earth out of the way.
This next one I never thought of when I was a kid. You see, only on the Super Friends would one think that moving the planet out of the way was a good thing. You see, in real life, according to Google, it would result in the annihilation of all life on the planet. The Earth orbits the Sun at a velocity of about 67,000 miles per hour. If the planet were suddenly stopped, everything not anchored onto the bedrock, including the very atmosphere itself, would continue moving at that speed due to the inertia, causing instantaneous global devastation.
Unleashing cosmic destruction.
It's as if we've been responsible for what's happening.
The physics of this move would be far more devastating than the comet impact itself that Green Lantern was trying to save the planet from. Green Lantern's thumbnail is showing through his glove.
We've obviously been tricked by some sort of diabolical plan of the Legion of Doom.
On the episode, The World's Deadliest Game. Now, since when does Wonder Woman fly in space without her invisible jet? Back in this time period, she did have the ability to glide on air currents, but there ain't no air in outer space. This really becomes confusing in an upcoming episode later on. And somehow Hawkman loses his pants again.
But it doesn't make sense.
There's no time to question it now. Let's go.
Batman's costume changes design from one frame to the next. Black Vulcan, Hawkman, and Wonder Woman are lost in space. But when the Super Friends go searching for them into the night sky, Black Vulcan and Wonder Woman are among the heroes flying off into the sky. Along with the Flash, which is kind of weird, and definitely crazy to see Batman flying off. But if that's Batman flying off like Superman, who's in the Batjet? I guess it's Robin by himself? I don't know what's going on here.
Great Scott! It's incredible!
On the episode The Time Trap, Batman's insignia is on the back of his cape, and it's a terrible looking bat on top of that. I don't know, maybe it was just a test to see how many kids would notice back then. When Superman flies away, you can see what I suppose is production notes at the bottom of the screen. It was probably cut off on our old curved TV sets back in the day, but I thought it was something neat to point out. When carbon dating Aquaman's communicator, Batman is there, even though Batman and Robin were currently stuck in Rome at the time of Caesar, and they're not saved by Superman until later on in the episode.
Without our utility belts, we're in trouble.
Steady, Robin.
The Romans had apparently taken Batman and Robin's utility belts, but as soon as Superman flies in to greet them, the belts magically appear.
Sorry to interrupt your games, Batman.
If it's a joust you want, it's a joust you'll get.
Green Lantern has an additional arm, but just for a couple seconds.
If it's a joust you want, it's a joust you'll get.
No! Take it away!
Okay, Grodd. Activate the time conveyor. Okay, Grodd. Activate the time conveyor.
Wonder Woman is one of the 6 heroes Green Lantern takes back into time. But once there, she's been replaced by Apache Chief.
We'd be glad to send you up the river.
On the trial of the Super Friends, Wonder Woman's life is in jeopardy.
I can't hold on much longer.
Now Wonder Woman's life is in danger because she cannot fly, even though she was flying around in space just a couple episodes back. All because she waited too long to let go of the rope. I mean the magic lasso. Well, so much for Wonder Woman's lightning-fast reflexes.
Great Hera, I've only got seconds.
And besides, what happened to her ability to leap down great distances anyway? At the very least, that should have gave her plenty of time to let go of the rope. I mean magic lasso. The Super Friends are teleported inside the Legion of Doom headquarters, where
Where are we?
Batman's detective skills are on full display.
If my instincts are correct, I'd say we're right in the middle of the Hall of Doom.
As if the sight of all the members of the Legion of Doom was not clue enough.
Where were they again, old chum?
Here's a scene where they inverted Batman's insignia. In the episode Monolith of Evil, why is Black Vulcan barefoot? Why does the Legion waste time pretending to steal the UN building so they can trick Superman into freezing a lava monster so they can get the Monolith of Evil instead of just asking Captain Cold to use his freeze ray?
You won't get it back again.
That's what you think, stupid man.
And he's calling Superman dumb. Later, Superman is trapped at the center of the Earth.
Earth!
Yes, trapped underground with Hawkman and Black Vulcan while he is standing in the Hall of Justice at the same exact time.
Then where are Superman, Hawkman, and Black Vulcan?
Superman is right there, Batman. He's right there.
Batman's right. They might be in danger somewhere beneath the swamp.
He was literally standing right next to Batman just a second ago.
3 of us will see if we can find the other Super Friends.
On the other half of that episode, that Saturday morning in 1978,
Ready. It is you who are next.
Batman, Dracula's lowering us into a sunken well, and the rainwater's filling it up fast.
Robin gives a play-by-play, but who does that while being lowered to their doom by Dracula in real life?
You're wrong, intruders.
On the episode, The Giants of Doom, why are Superman and Batman wearing skirts? And Great Krypton, why does Superman look like he's disappearing? In this episode, when the Super Friends are frozen solid, how did they end up in such a nice little row? And where did Aquaman go? Superman's cape turns blue. Giant Flash is suddenly replaced with Giant Robin. And on the other half of the show, on the episode The Beasts Are Coming, Janus' shoulder is completely missing.
Jupiters! Hurry, Batman!
No chance of that, Robin. First, Batman has to describe the situation before acting. I think it's in his contract or something.
My only chance is to use the Bat Moisture Absorber.
Hurry, Batman!
Now, Robin, don't rush him. That's rude.
If I can remove the liquid from the snail's skin, I may be able to force him into the water.
For the love of Mike, do it, do it.
Eventually, Batman did rescue Robin, but it did take a little bit. On the episode Secret Origins of the Super Friends, Lex Luthor takes the Legion of Doom into the past so they can prevent Superman, Wonder Woman, and Green Lantern from coming into existence in the first place. It's not just me, but almost everyone that has seen this episode wants to know how the villains whose origins were tied to Superman, Wonder Woman, and Green Lantern were still around after the heroes were erased from existence. When Green Lantern is outside anchoring the Legion's base to the ground to help Superman rescue the other League members, one of which is clearly Green Lantern himself. Now that's confusing. Meanwhile, in the Terror from the Fandom Zone episode, Jaina's hands disappear and reappear as if she were a speedster.
We're out of control.
Just how was the Batjet stopped by a mere net?
Oh no!
As we push the entire continent of Australia beneath the sea.
How did the Phantom Zoners begin to push Australia down into the sea? Wouldn't they just dig themselves into the ground instead if they pushed that hard? Maybe they just caused Australia to spring a leak. On the episode Revenge on Gorilla City, Luthor uses a power neutralizer on Batman, Flash, and Apache Chief.
My super speed! And our utility belts are useless.
How does Batman know his utility belt is useless instantaneously? Does he have a psychic connection to it? And if Apache Chief still has his tracking abilities,
I still have my Indian tracking abilities.
what happened to all of Batman's skills gained by years of training?
Without our powers, there's no way to break out of the energy dome.
It just sort of seems like they're inferring that Batman is completely helpless without his utility belt. Oh, and it appears that Batman's insignia is missing. On the episode Swamp of the Living Dead, we have another one of those heroes in two places at once, Goofs again. At this time, Green Lantern is captured in the swamp and simultaneously at the Hall of Justice. Of course, no one notices.
Wonder Woman calling Green Lantern. It's no use.
I'll go to the swamp and check it out.
Well, you know, at this point, I don't want to sound like a smart aleck, but he could just, I don't know, he could look straight ahead. He is supposed to have X-ray vision, telescopic vision. You know, it could be he's just farsighted. In the world beneath the ice, Zan turns into ice so Gleek can have cold water. But it sure looks like Gleek is drinking Zan down along with the water. I don't think he thought that all the way through. In fact, I don't even want to think about how Zan got out of that one. Oof. Another thing that puzzles me on the Super Friends is who is holding the camera for the Super Friends when they show up on the Treble Alert screen. I mean, they can show up anytime, any place, anywhere, and this was way before anyone had smartphones. On the episode Conquerors of the Future,
It sure is nice to take a vacation in Paris as Hal Jordan.
Green Lantern is on vacation.
No one would ever guess that I'm actually Green Lantern.
Unless they overhear you talking to yourself. On the episode Invasion of the Brain Creatures,
I've got to stop this lightning and get to Mars with the others. This sand is sucking me down. My only chance is to weld it back with my heat vision. My only chance is to fly into the stratosphere. My only chance is to try to blow the sand away. I'll scan the area with my telescopic vision and let all of the lightning discharge into me.
For the love of Mike, do it, do it. Just do it. Just do it. What's the hurry?
In the episode The Final Challenge, Batman loses his bat symbol and Hawkman steals Samurai's voice for a second.
It appears our villainous friends made a terrible mistake.
On the episode Fairy Tale of Doom, Black Vulcan changes costumes in a flash,
Hawkman R.
and Hawkman changes sizes
And you lose.
and loses his pants again. In the episode Super Friends, Rest in Peace, Batman is seen after he is supposedly deceased. Sort of messed up the big reveal at the end. And then poor old Hawkman just cannot keep a pair of pants on. And this time Green Lantern loses his shirt. Maybe he just needs to stay away from Las Vegas.
I wonder if there's an opening for me in the Super Friends. It appears they have almost as many goofs as I do.
Let's get 'em.
Well, thanks for watching the Freddy Cat Cartoons channel. Please leave a like and a comment. Tell me what you like or don't like about the video. If you want more Super Friends Goofs, got you covered on the first and second season so far. Plus, don't forget to check out Freddy Cat and Thunder Blunter Cartoons right here on the Freddy Cat Cartoons channel. Thanks again. Please subscribe. Y'all have a great day and a wonderful holiday season.